Hello, hope you're doing well. Kyle here, back with you in year 3 with the Sabres. We just finished in the last video the second round. It was a crazy round. We ended up winning back-to-back games in overtime, game 6 and game 7 against the Rangers. Tage Thompson scoring the only goal in game 7 to send the Sabres to the conference finals for the first time in 21 years. So, as we advance here, we'll get to see who our matchup will be, and it will be against the Florida Panthers, who had a better record than us by 1 point in the regular season. And yeah, should be a good matchup. We're definitely a little bit better defensively. They've been scoring a bit more. Our power play is quite a bit better. Penalty kill, we've got a slight edge, so yeah, good matchup. We know what these Panthers look like. They still have Bobrovsky, still have Kachuk. But in year 3, some changes may have happened. So let's take a look quickly at their lines here. Still should have most of their core, and those guys still should be very good. Yes, they are. Kachuk at 94, Barkov 95, Sam Reinhart 92 overall. So that is where they have the edge. Absolutely. That'll be a tough line to contain for us, definitely. Marchand, Lundell, Samoskevich on the second line, not bad. And then Sam Reinhart on the third line is very good. Lusterainen's decent. Kevin Stenlund, okay. And they got Verhaeghe down here on the fourth line with Farrell and David Perron still playing at age 39. Okay, defensively, pretty good. They've got 388s. Ekblad, Forsling, and Seth Jones. Still have Mikkola, Brenda Dillon, and Erik Karlsson on the bottom pair. So pretty good bottom pair, actually. Mikkola a bit low for the middle pair, top 4, but solid defense as well. We do have the edge, obviously, on defense with Power and Dahlin. And then goaltending, Bobrovsky still playing at 39, still an 85 overall, so he can definitely win them some games. Yeah, pretty good matchup. I think depth-wise, up front, we are better, but they obviously have that top line, which is much better than our top line. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully some of our guys can step up, and hopefully our defense can win us this series. So without further ado, get into game number 1 here. Sabres, Panthers in Florida. Eastern Conference Final. First period, we get the first goal, Wahlberg there, but Sean Farrell ties the game up just 3.5 minutes later. We are out shooting them, however. We'll head into the second here, and they strike in the second, the only goal late in the second. The captain, Sasha Barkov, with 16 seconds remaining, gives the Panthers their first lead, and we'll go into the third down 1. So, can we strike back? Barkov there again gives them a 3-1 lead. Power play for the Sabres, cannot capitalize. Power play for the Panthers, we kill that, but it's looking like, unless we can score late here, we will not. And the Panthers will take game 1, 3-1. Barkov with the game winner and an insurance marker as well. Shots pretty even. Good game by Devin Levi, but we just couldn't get more than one past Bobrovsky there. So we'll look to even the series here in game number 2. First period, Barkov again, his third goal in 2 games. They are out shooting us by a lot also. Excuse me. So we'll need to turn this around in the second. Can we? Stenlund there on that third line scores to give them a 2-0 lead. Patrick Kane, as he's done so much in this playoffs, another power play goal brings us within 1, but we're still being outshot by quite a bit. So we will need Devin Levi to stay strong, as he's been doing. But the offense has been stagnant, especially in these third periods. Power play for the Sabres. Can we capitalize? We don't. It's Stenlund again, even strength. Scores his second of the game. Once again, it's 3-1 for the Panthers late. And once again, the Sabres cannot rally. Another great game from Devin Levi, 38 saves. But again, just one past Bobrovsky and these Panthers. And the Sabres go down 2-0 in this series heading back to Buffalo. So 2 games in a row there. I will see if there's any changes we can make. I wonder if we just go best lines, what does that give us? Benson, Thompson, Kane, Doan, Malkin, Kulik, Michelli, McLeod, Danforth, Ostlund in there. Who do we have on the bench? Spencer Graves. Who the hell is this? Okay. Luca on that fourth line. Okay. And then Darlene Power, Kesselring, Ekholm, Bryson Samuelson. Let's see. Yeah, see how that goes for us. Best lines. I don't know. I don't know what to do, really. Like, we've tried our top guys. They're not really getting anything done. Nobody's really getting anything done aside from Devin Levi. He's been fantastic. But can we avoid going down 3-0 here in Buffalo? The home fans behind us. Here we go. First period. Wow, what a period. Oh my goodness. So, Marchand starts off the scoring. Barkov after him, 2-0 for the Panthers. Power brings us back within 1. Aaron Ekblad makes it 3-1. Kulik once again gets us within 1, 3-2. But then Seth Jones and Grzelcyk busted open, 5-2. But late in the period of getting Malkin with his first goal of the series. And it's 5-3. So Levi with a bad period, 5 goals on 13 shots. The offense finally happens, but he absolutely chokes. So I don't know. He's still in the game, it looks like, unless they pulled him after that 5th goal. But we'll see if we can get 2 or more here in the second and hold them to 5. Second period. We do get 2, but we let in another goal, a shorthanded goal. Levi's still in the game. Kulik with his second of the game. Benson with his first of the series. So it's 6-5. Shots are 22 all. Both goaltenders have forgotten how to play, it appears. And the offense has come alive for both teams. Not over by any means. It's a 1-goal game. Can we tie this here? Can Levi shut the door finally at this point in this game? He cannot. Matthew Tkachuk scores the 7th goal of the game for Florida. And the Sabres are in tough now. Down 7-5 with just 3 minutes to go. And Seth Jones with the empty netter to make it 8-5. So, yeah, I mean, we scored 5 goals. You can't really ask for more than that. But Devin Levi, absolutely brutal. Sub 800 save percentage. Not going to win when you allow 7 goals very often. So, unfortunately, he had played great up to that point, but now we're down 3-0. So we need to win 4 in a row here against these Panthers. So can we do anything here? Do we stack the lines? That has worked in the past. Not on this team per se, but let's try it. And then goaltending, I don't know. Levi was so good in those first 2 games. There's such a big gap between him and Colton Ellis. He's our guy. He's our future. We're going to stick with him. But we need him to go back to those first 2 games, how he was playing. Okay, so Zach Benson has 11 points. Tage Thompson has 13. Patrick Kane has 14. Josh Doan with 8. Malcolm with 13. Kulik with 12. So maybe we do this. We go Kulik, Thompson, Kane, Benson, Malkin, Doan. And Michelli has 7. McLeod with 6. Justin Danforth with 6. Wahlberg has 4. Luca has 1 assist. And Ostlund has 2 assists. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. We'll just swap Benson and Kulik. And then Darlene, just 7 points. Owen Power has 10. Ekholm has 7. Kesselring 5. Samuelson 3. Bryson 3. I think we'll leave it like that as well. So we'll just make that one change and see. I don't know. I don't really know what to do. I think we may just be overmatched, unfortunately, in this series. But We'll look to get one win here. Give our fans something to cheer about. Here we go. Game 4. Must win for the Sabres. Win or, well, I guess we're already home, but stay home. And first period, they come out firing. 2 shorthanded goals. That's 3 now in the series. 3 now in the last 2 games. Kachuk and Marchand. And Yuri Kulik scores to bring us within 1. Need Levi and the defense to shut the door here. Need to score a power play goal, really. Nothing there in the second. So now the Sabres, potentially their final period of the season, down 2-1. Need a goal. Tage Thompson has not scored in this series, I don't think. He might have got one earlier, but anyway, he hasn't scored enough. We need him. Need a leader. Dahlin has struggled, frankly, by his standards. Coming down to the wire here. Power play. Have to score here. They don't. It's 2 minutes left, and the Sabres will lose. Another 1-goal game. Another great performance from Devin Levi, but story of the series, aside from that one Game 3 where we scored 5, just 1 goal against in the other 3 games, or 1 goal for in each of the 3 games that Levi played great. So, tough one there as the Sabres go down to the Panthers in 4 games. They get swept in their first conference final appearance in 21 years. But, another step forward from last year. Won 2 rounds, which was great. Haven't seen that in over 20 years from the Sabres. So next year we will hope to improve on that. And with this loss, this will make this the longest series so far on my channel, because obviously this year we won in year 1 with the Jets and then lost the next year. And then with the Senators last year in 25, we won in year 3. So Sabres not quite up to either of those teams' levels, but it is what it is. Got to keep moving forward. We have the pieces. Hopefully they will continue to grow. But we'll get up to the draft here in this video because we're just 12 minutes in, and see if anybody retired. Well, see if anyone from our team retired, and see who from the league retired. And it looks like Devin Levi did indeed win the Vezina, so that's huge. He had a great season. Regular season was awesome, and aside from that one game, he was fantastic. Really, we just couldn't score against the Panthers, so that's huge. So he should be elite high now, right? With that, I know he's 26, but maybe he'll be up to. And the Panthers won the cup anyway, so we lost to the best team in the league. Can't be too mad at that. Call us the 3rd best team this year. That's pretty good. Pretty good for the Sabres in year number 3. So Seattle keeps the first overall pick. Boston moves from 7 to 2. And everybody else just moved down 1. Okay. So now that we're at the draft, I haven't really looked at the draft class here. Our scouts, not a ton going on. No franchise players. These guys, which we won't get anybody lower that we could take a flyer on. Not really. A couple guys here, but we did well in the regular season, so we'll be probably 25 plus. So neither of these guys are really in our range. And then, yeah, really nobody else. Any gems? No. So we might be moving some of these draft picks because there's not really anyone that's popping out to me here. So lastly, before we get to the end of this video, we'll take a look here. So Chris Letang retired, Doughty, Ekman Larson. Okay, anybody with the Panthers? Went the long way there. Nope. Bobrovsky maybe? No. So Bobrovsky and Perron still playing. And then anybody for us? I don't think so. Well, actually maybe. No, Kane and Malkin would have been at the top there. So Kane's still playing, Malkin's still playing. And yeah, there we go. So we'll have to decide on those guys if we want to bring them back. Which I think we do. Like, Malkin was really good for us in the regular season, and Kane was fantastic in the playoffs. So as long as they don't drop too much, I think we would definitely like to bring them back as veteran presence, unless there is anybody who's made a jump into that top 6 that would kick them out. But other than that, I think we would like to keep them around. So yeah, like I said, not really too much going on there. We'll take a look here. Change all of these, and that'll be the last thing we do in this video before the draft, and the draft will be in the next video. As like I said, we'll probably just be moving some of our picks to maybe try and upgrade the team. I don't know, we just kind of struggled offensively, right? That was our big thing. Goaltending is good, defense is really good, but we just need... Maybe we do let Kane or Malkin walk and we try to get... because we have a lot of playmakers, but maybe we need another top 6 sniper, power forward, something like that. So take a look at our forwards here. So Benson's still a 90. Tage Thompson, I think he was like an 88, so he might have gone up a little bit, but he's still a stud. Ryan McLeod up to an 87. Interesting. Malkin's still exact top 6, still at an 86, so he's still listed as a top 6 forward. Kulik's still there. And yeah, so we've got 5 guys here that make up our top 6, so that's pretty good. Michelli's still there at 84. Kane is now a top 9 potential. He's a third liner, so if he wants like 3 or 4 mil, I would re-sign him for that. Peyton Krebs, 83. Josh Doan, 83. Wahlberg, Ostland. Lucas still an 81. This might be kind of where he lands, so maybe we should have re-signed Tuck, but whatever. Roseanne, he's kind of around this range as well. Danforth, Blake Lizotte. Hellenius is a depth forward, so maybe if he gets a bit of a bump in the offseason, he could make the team. Nadeau, Vigo Bjork's not quite there. Emil Hemming, not quite there. Ninimaki, yeah, so nobody really looking to crack the team at this point. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we've got enough forwards, and we can see how it looks when we get to the real off-season re-signing and all that. Okay, and then defensively, Darlene Power still up there. Kesselring, Samuelson still top 4. Samuelson's a top 6 now, actually, so maybe we do look for a top 4 defender. Ekholm potential is dropping slightly. And yeah, Mertka at 78, so he's almost there. This guy Jennings, wow, that was a good pick, wasn't it? Maybe a year away for him. Okay. And then goaltending, Devin Levi, yeah, high elite, but this is his last year of growth. He's up to an 87, so hopefully he can get near 90 maybe. And still have Lyon and Colton Ellis. And then these guys coming up in a few years. So I don't know that we want to move anyone necessarily. I mean, maybe we could look for top 6 forward, and because I think these guys would be good. Michelli, Kane, like nobody's growing here anymore. Josh Doan is not going to grow anymore. So I like Michelli. I do like Patrick Kane. Like, he played great for us. And Krebs at center, he's decent. Wahlberg, I would like him to play third line, though. Yeah, so Wahlberg, Michelli, then maybe Kane. Maybe Luka, though. So maybe we do look to move Kane. Kane, Krebs, Doan. Yeah, I think Kane, Krebs, and Doan are all guys that we can move because I do want to go with our young guys who can still grow potentially. So yeah, that'll be that. Like anyone else, Michelli's still just 27. He's still got 2 years at 2.8. Krebs, 2A. Well, actually, Michelli. Wahlberg's a power forward, Luca's a sniper, and Michelli's a playmaker. So that would be a great third line. So I like that. Yeah. So I think Kane, Krebs, and Doan can go, and then we can have Ostlund on the fourth line along with 2 to 3 of these guys, or if we pick up some better fourth liners. I think that'll be good. And defensively, Darlene Power, obviously the top, Kesselring, and I like Samuelson there. Ekholm Bryson. Maybe put Ekholm on the trade block at 4 mil, but we can hold there. I'll just update this quickly and then that'll be the video. So we would like a second line forward. And who do we have in the top 6? So it'll be Thompson, who's a power forward. Benson, Malkin, who are playmakers. So we want a sniper. So we would like, ideally, someone with, let's say, 4-star shooting. And then we'd also like a top 4 defender. Okay. We'd like future picks as well. We don't want current picks, but maybe we can put those on our surplus because we don't really have anybody this year that is that interesting in the draft. So there we go. Trade block updated. Yeah, we'll hang on to the defenders because we don't really have anyone that can fill in for them at this point. So we'll just go with that. And in the next video, we'll get into the draft and see if there's any moves we can make with the assets that we have. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.